All right, viewers, our top focus story. The deadline today is over for social media giants to comply with the Indian government's rule book. Till now, they've been highly uncooperative. What's to unfold? Take a look.
Social media giants on a sticky wicket in India. Could they be banned or worse? For nearly 3 months, they've evaded cooperating with Indian authorities, but their time is nearly up now. Firms like Facebook, Instagram and Twitter have to comply with the government's new guidelines or they face huge repercussions. The government guidelines aim to curb the misuse of social media platforms and regulate OTT video platforms.
We appreciate the proliferation of social media in India and also its use by ordinary Indians. We want them to be more responsible, more accountable, follow the laws and Constitution of India and give voice to their users. I hope they'll appreciate. If they don't, then whatever the provisions are there in the law.
What happens next? Well, these firms will now be left to fend for themselves in legal cases. They no longer will be protected from legal issues as an intermediary, but will instead have to face the consequences of every complaint filed on content on their platforms. Twitter, Facebook and Instagram have been misused time and again because of lack of regulation. These giants have complied with all norms in other countries and yet have tried to delay complying with government norms here in India. With Rahul Srivastav in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, now the entire toolkit controversy, you might have seen it play out on Twitter, is turning into a political conspiracy or a political show as well, because what's really happened is, viewers, that the Congress has now said that the entire investigation is a sham. The reason which, that they say that the Delhi special cell swooped in on Twitter and now has sent a notice for 2 Congress leaders to cooperate in the probe. The Congress says that the Delhi police special cell is acting at the behest of the BJP, that this is reverse investigation.
A dramatic night swoop by the Delhi police special cell at Twitter India's offices in Delhi and Gurugram. The sensational development in the alleged COVID toolkit cases ended as dramatically as the cops left quickly since there was no staff at the Twitter offices due to the ongoing lockdown. Twitter says that it is not responsible for the content on its platform.
जा रहे कांटेक्ट जैसे ही होगा देन देखते हैं कैसे क्या नहीं।
अच्छा अभी तक कांटेक्ट नहीं हो पाया सर?
अभी ऊपर ट्विटर के ऑफिशियल से कांटेक्ट नहीं हो पाया।
The investigation into the alleged Congress COVID toolkit put out by BJP's Sambit Patra has exploded after Twitter tagged Patra's tweets as manipulated. Delhi police has sent a notice to the social media giant. That's not all. Sources have told India Today that Delhi police has now asked 2 Congress leaders to also join the probe. As the probe continues into the origin of the alleged toolkit, politics continues to rage on. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi took a jibe at the Modi government, saying the truth remains unafraid. The Congress claims that the Delhi police is yet to take any action against the BJP leaders it has complained against. It is also demanding that tweets of 11 BJP union ministers who shared the alleged toolkit also be tagged as manipulated media. This, even as a police notice has been sent to Sambit Patra based on a complaint filed in Raipur, Chhattisgarh by an NSUI leader.
Twitter India CEO clearly says that he is the managing director of Twitter India. In his media interactions in 2019 and 2020, he has clearly spoken about content. He must come out and let the agencies know what is it that Twitter knows, on the basis of which they have flagged certain tweets as manipulated media.
Now they are scared that their lies are going to get exposed and the oath of the constitution that they took will stand annihilated and violated. And that's why social media platforms are being targeted.
Twitter is already facing the heat from the centre for not complying to its guidelines. The toolkit controversy only makes things difficult for the social media giant. With Anand Patel in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let's get to the latest on the sensational crime story that is right now unfolding involving wrestler Sushil Kumar. The Delhi police today took Sushil Kumar to the Chhatrashal Stadium for recreating the crime scene. This is what unfolded.
Delhi police taking Olympic champion turned murder accused Sushil Kumar for a crime scene recreation on Tuesday. The wrestler was taken to the Chhatrashal Stadium where he and his accomplices allegedly beat a budding wrestler to death on the 4th of May.
Now, Delhi police brought Sushil Kumar here and the special team recreated the entire crime scene to take a note that how the entire crime scene was unfolded. Subsequently, the forensic team was brought in as the 5 vehicles, those were recovered from Chhatrashal Stadium.
A team from the Delhi crime branch also visited Sushil Kumar's flat in Delhi's model town. The very flat where the slain wrestler Sagar was staying and was allegedly being used by criminals as a hideout. Investigators say non-payment of rent for this flat sparked the deadly brawl between Sushil and Sagar Dhankar.
सुशील कुमार यहाँ पर विजिट करते थे और ऐसा बताया जा रहा है किसी फ्लैट को लेकर ये पूरा झगड़ा हुआ था। उसके अलावा सुशील कुमार डिस्प्यूटेड प्रॉपर्टी में भी हाल फिलहाल में काफी ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट ले रहे थे और शायद यही वजह है कि क्रिमिनल कई गैंगस्टर से उनका जो एसोसिएशन है वही एक नतीजा बना है जिसकी वजह से आज वो मर्डर के चार्ज में फिलहाल क्राइम ब्रांच की कस्टडी में है।
Sushil Kumar is meanwhile evasive in custody and repeatedly changing his statements. Probe insiders reveal that he maintains that he had gone to the murder spot to break up a fight between wrestlers. But a seized SUV found with weapons at the crime spot may help the police call Sushil Kumar's bluff. The abandoned vehicle belongs to an associate of Sushil Kumar. Forensic experts are trying to gather evidence from the location of the murder and the seized vehicles. The police also believe the Olympic champion may be part of a wrestler-gangster nexus. With Sushil's proximity to jailed gangster Neeraj Bhavana being under the scanner. Members of the Bhavana gang are believed to have accompanied Sushil during the assault on victim Sagar. The police suspect Sushil may be on a hit list of a rival Dubai-based gangster Kala Jetari, who was close to the deceased Sagar. Sushil and his accomplices had also allegedly beat up Sonu Mahal, nephew of gangster Jatedi. With Arvind Oja in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
It's the peak of summers, viewers, and certain states are in the midst of grappling with a surging, monstrous second COVID wave. Rajasthan is one of those states. However, this report coming in from Bikaner because the administration in some parts of Bikaner, in Dungargarh especially, is using the excuse of the pandemic to cater to the essential need of water where the locals are concerned. This story filed by my colleague Moshmi.
Parched earth, peak of summer, soaring temperatures. Water is certainly the most precious commodity in the desert. Almost 100 kilometers away from Bikaner, in Dheer Desar Chotiya village, the water crisis has been amplified by the COVID lockdown.
As we travel across Rajasthan, we have reached North Rajasthan. Dungargarh region is an arid region and the desert throws its own challenges to the people. Amidst the pandemic, the crisis is deepening in these remote corners. We'll try and find out how the people are dealing with a lockdown and a water shortage.
In the village, we meet Sitaram. All day he runs errands on his camel cart. His desperation clearly visible as he pours his heart out. This time, his rides to the common village well have only multiplied.
2-3 टंकी मुश्किल से आता है और कोई पानी है कोई भूख है कोई कोई खेत से लाते हैं खेतों टूटेलों में, तो उधर से भाड़ा लेता है तो बहुत महंगा पड़ता है। इसलिए 50 रुपया में टंकी गाँव में आता है तो 50 लेता है, 100 ले लेता है। एक टंकी पानी कितना दिन होता है?
This village had 5 tube wells, barely enough for the 1,000 houses. But this summer, 4 out of the 5 wells are out of order. Anxious women folk make several trips to the only well. And in these moments, they pray and sing folk songs to ease their tension.
Sitting at one of these tube wells which is non-functional, they don't know when they will actually get a bucket of water so that they can do the daily chores.
हमारे घर पर बहुत समस्या पानी की, हम बहुत बार आते हैं और ऐसे चले जाते हैं। हमारे मम्मी पापा और हम सब पानी लेने के लिए आते हैं और चले जाते हैं। कभी कभी पानी आता है और कभी कभी नहीं आता है। यहाँ पानी की बहुत समस्या है। हम चाहते हैं यह कुआं बार बार खराब हो जाता है, कभी हम सही करवाते हैं फिर वापस खराब हो जाता है। पानी की बहुत समस्या रहती है। हम सब लोग लाइन में लगे रहते हैं, कभी बारी आती है कभी नहीं आती है बारी। यहाँ पानी की बहुत समस्या रहती है। हमारे गाँव में पीने के लिए पानी भी यहाँ उपलब्ध नहीं है।
For 70-year-old Nima Ram and his 7-year-old grandson Om, this is their daily routine. Unable to see his thirsty cattle in misery, he and his grandson wait for hours for a single pot of water.
मर के जीवन है, जीवन दात को नहीं, अब मरा दात को नहीं, बाकी रह को नहीं, कंठ पकड़ी जी रहे मार तो। अब सुखा बचे कड़ा मारता नहीं आई, के करा अब? बात आ दाद रही है। ऊँट काटे मंगावा, ऊँट काटा लो कने आता है कने कोई नहीं आता है नहीं। और पानी 500 रुपया दे के टंकी न खवा पानी। दंती से मरा, नेती से मरा, और कोई व्यवस्था कोई नहीं।
The villagers have been running pillar to post to get their tube wells repaired. The village sarpanch has written letters and visited offices, but no repair work is happening. The reason given is the lockdown in place.
पानी की समस्या हमारे यहाँ बहुत ज्यादा है। एक ट्यूबवेल तो हमारा बंद पड़ा है 3 महीने से, उसका हमने प्रशासन को लिख के दे दिया है। प्रशासन हमारी बिल्कुल सुनाई नहीं कर रहा है। एक 20 दिन से कल ट्यूबवेल चालू करवाया है, एक बंद पड़ा है हमारा।
कोरोना की वजह से यही ज्यादा परेशानी यही है कि प्रशासन है वो भी समय पर सुनवाई नहीं कर रहा है। और जो ग्रामीण क्षेत्र के लगभग ज्यादा लोग हैं वो कृषि कुओं के सहारे खेतों में ही पानी की वजह से पानी गाँव में पानी की समस्या को देखते हुए कृषि कुओं पर रहने लग रहे हैं।
Locked in their villages with no outside help, the harshness of the desert and the lockdown is taking a toll on the villagers, threatening their very right to life. But who's listening?
The irony is that lockdown is often used as an excuse by babus to turn a blind eye. And the village folk are deprived of sufficient drinking water that could be elemental in building their immunity as far as fighting the pandemic is concerned. With video journalist Satya Rotre, this is Mosmi Singh in Dungargarh for India Today.
All right, we're getting in the latest news break coming in. The Ministry of Child and Women Development has now figured that 257 COVID orphans have been identified. 10 lakh rupees has been now sanctioned to every district in the country to deal with the rehabilitation of these orphans. 577, I beg your pardon, 577 COVID orphans have been identified. The ministry is in touch now with each state on the issue of rehabilitating COVID orphans. One of the cruelest hands that have been dealt in this pandemic have been to young children. Many of them left orphaned with both their parents succumbing to this pandemic. Some now are moving forward, extending a helping hand to these children. That horrible term, COVID orphans. My colleague Nolan Pinto filed this report from Bengaluru.
These children might seem to you like any other, sitting together and enjoying the lockdown. In reality, They are victims of this pandemic. They are COVID orphans whose parents, both mother and father, have died due to the dreaded COVID virus. These children are the nobody children now. This issue is primarily more damaging, especially for those from the economically weaker sections of society. The children do not have anybody to look after them. This is where SOS Village has stepped in. They today looking after 9 COVID orphans at their facility in Bengaluru.
Children either need short-term care since their parents are suffering from COVID and are undergoing treatment, or are in need of long-term care because they have lost parents to COVID. SOS Children's Village takes care of all needs of such children till the time either they are reunited with their families or they become self-reliant.
The only option is to keep these children mentally active so that they do not go into depression after what they've gone through.
These children are engaged in various activities in the family homes with a lot of indoor games and online education. So many things they are getting involved with other children so that their mental stress get relieved. Some of the children they do not have anybody or they don't have any biological family members, but these children are giving a loving family in SOS under the loving care of the mother and other children.
So the SOS Village group makes sure there's a caregiver who will look after them as her own children.
कोरोना का टाइम में 2 बच्चों मिल गया, वो बच्चों हमारा बच्चों का साथ मिल के एक्टिविटीज़ में पूरा होता है, खेलता है, हम लोग पूरा मिल के वो बच्चों को पुराना याद नहीं आने के लिए मैं कोशिश करती हूँ.
According to the Karnataka War Room, 39,846 children aged between 0 to 9 years, 1,05,044 aged 10 to 19 have tested positive between March 18th and May 18th this year. So this group is also focusing on ensuring these kids are kept safe from the virus. They've ensured that these children don't suffer more. They've already lost their parents, but not their future, thanks to such COVID heroes. Nolan Pinto for India Today.
We are slipping into a quick break. To stay with us on the other side is our fact check segment. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching our fact check segment where we bust certain myths masquerading to be facts on social media platforms and WhatsApp groups. Now, there is an image which is floating about suggesting that the pyramids in Egypt were lit up with the imagery of the Palestinian flag. Well, the fact check on that is wrong. This is a morphed image. Nothing like that ever happened in Egypt. With that quick fact check, time for us to slip into a quick break. Do stay with me. News and updates continue on the other side. It's our COVID Dispatch.